Hi and welcome to My Art Pixie. This year I am trying something new and I'm sharing with you my sketchbook lineup. There are lots of different sketchbooks that I use as an artist, and I want to share with you the specific ones that I plan on using in 2023. Of course, there's always that added sketchbook that I find throughout the year in unexpected places that I definitely will be adding, I'm sure. But these are sketchbooks that I have ready to go to start for the month of January, moving throughout the year. From watercolor to pen and ink to colored pencil, there are several different sketchbooks that I use and I'd love to share with you. Some are new and some are sketchbooks that I have been using throughout the years and I still haven't filled up yet. But as soon as I do, I will do a flip through for sure. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, stick around, meet me on my desk, and let's check out these sketchbooks. First, I'm going to talk about some of my new additions, and then I'm going to talk about some of my older notebooks and things that I'm still working through. So one of the first things I want to talk about is my watercolor journal. I have several of these that are already filled, and I went ahead and ordered a new one so that I could start filling this up too. It's a Strathmore art journal is what it's entitled. So it is an art journal, so you can do different things in it, but it is different things in it can be mixed media and things like that, but it is a watercolor journal. It's got watercolor paper, I should say. It's got 48 pages, it's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's 140 pound paper. So like I said, I have several of these and I just started this yesterday. So if you go to my Instagram, you will see this painting. It is there. It's the first thing that I posted for 2023. And I absolutely love how it turned out. So what I am planning on doing with this journal is taking you all on a journey of this snail's life. So I'm going to go through each page, and that's what I plan on doing here on this channel. So be looking forward to that. And if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notified of whenever those videos do come out. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that process, and I think it will be a lot of fun. I'm also adding this mixed media paper. It is not a sketchbook per se. It is a pad of mixed media paper, and I'm going to be doing a botanical drawing every month, and I'm going to use this mixed media paper. I wanted hot press watercolor, but I had purchased this a long time ago and I had never used it, and I thought, you know, why let it waste and buy something else when I can just use this. So this mixed media paper has a vellum surface, and it's heavyweight, so you can use water on it. There's 15 sheets and I plan on doing it for 12 months. So that works out great. And if I mess up one or something, then I still have a few that I can pull from. This is a 9 by 12 inches and it's 184 pound paper. But again, like I said, I can use wet mediums on this as well. So I'm going to be using my pen and ink or my ink and wash process, doing those botanicals with this paper. And so that is a new addition for this year. I can't remember if I have showed my Soho brick black paper on this channel before, but it is fairly new. I have a couple of drawings that I've done. I have this one here that I did all in white with a white gel. And this one I did with metallic colored pencils. So this is something that I would like to add in addition. I'm I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of them on the channel, but if I do any from the block, I will be putting it on my Instagram, so you can go join my Instagram and you can see those. I will be sharing them on there. I love too that it's square, so that if I do, sorry about the glare of the lights, but I love that it's square, so that if I do share any of the images and I do just one square of it, that I can put that on Instagram and it's already a square, so that's nice. Even though you don't have to have a square on Instagram anymore, I still kind of keep that in mind when I'm working on things like that. So sorry for the glare of the overhead lights, but yeah, there it is. So I made this watercolor sketchbook last year, and I put in my Sui gouache. I have a video that I did about it if you want to go check it out, but I started to do some kind of experiments in here with the gouache, and that's one of the things that I'd really like to get better at this year. So I have this one that I will be working in. I have this as well that I'm going to be doing some gouache in. I did start a few pages inside, and I posted this on my Instagram as well. I really liked this style and the rough paper and everything, and so I'm going to start working in it and doing some gouache and kind of experimenting with the different things on the papers. This is metallic with some pen work. So this is another, I would say, sketchbook that I will be using as well, just to kind of play around with it just for fun. This is a Be Creative marker sketchbook, and I use it for pen and ink, and so I will continue to use it for pen and ink as I explore different patterns and different scenes just using the pen and ink. What I love about this paper is that it is so buttery smooth. I absolutely love it. It is great with my micron pens. It works great for pen and ink and that kind of thing. So I'm definitely going to be using it this year. I did this in 2021, so I have had this for a little while, and I still need to fill it up. So that's my plan for this year, is to really get into this a little bit more and fill this sketchbook up. I have had this for a very long time. I have a lot of mixed media pieces that I have created inside, and I just work on it every now and then. And so I have several sheets still left in the back, so I'm going to be working on some mixed media pieces in this bigger art journal. This is a mixed media art journal. You can pick them up at Hobby Lobby. They come in different sizes. This one is the 9x12. I have this Strathmore toned tan paper, and I've worked in it a little bit, and I will continue to work in it as well. So it's a 50 sheet 9x12, and it of course has kind of this medium surface. I'll show you a couple of the things that I've done inside, but it's great for colored pencil, which is what I did here, and then also some pen and ink, and then I also did some gold. I don't know if you can see that, but I also did gold there as well. Here's another piece that I did, and I put some marker down. So just to show you, I've got, again, lots of paper that I can still work through. And so this is another sketchbook that I will definitely be using throughout the year for 2023. And then last but not least, I had this in my setup for last year, and I still have a few pages left here in the back, so I will be using this to be working on some watercolor journaling. But I used this year, or I used this in 2022, in my watercolor journal series that I did on my YouTube channel. So you can go back and watch that from start to finish, but I show how to use wet on wet, wet on dry, a flat wash, and then how to use glazing and all different kinds of techniques, and then also layering and so on. So I used that a lot to do those lessons on my YouTube channel, but then I also took it when I traveled. I would take my watercolor traveling watercolor kit, and I would use it to create different scenes, and it wasn't necessarily something I was looking at. Sometimes it would come from my memory or my imagination, I should say. And other times it was from a specific place wherever I was going. So it's kind of like a watercolor journal, and then, you know, just traveling with it as well. This one I did for my art and devotion recently. If you want to check that out, you can go see that video. And I did this for Christmas. I didn't post it anywhere, so you're the first to see it. But I was just kind of playing around with my watercolor in this way of just kind of layering and putting shapes together to create the scene of the nativity. So I still have, I don't know, maybe like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I still have like 11 pages left. So I want to be able to finish that up. And then once I finish that up, then I will be doing a quick flip through of this watercolor journal. I was trying out this watercolor journal just to kind of see how it was, and I would definitely say it's got some pluses and minuses. I've noticed that some of the paper kind of gets worn here in the creases. It's not really horrible or anything, but it's just the way that is bound here. But it's the handbook journal. What I really like is the thickness of the paper. The thickness of the paper has been great, especially when I'm traveling, because I know that it's going to withstand wherever I am while I travel. So I did like that part of it. So there's that. Okay, so that is my lineup for all of my sketchbooks for 2023. I'm always excited about a new year and about all of the possibilities that kind of lie ahead when it comes to all of the creative things that I can come up with using these sketchbooks and watercolor journals and things like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will put the links below. Anything from Amazon, I do have an affiliate link with Amazon, but any other links I'm not affiliated with. I did pick this up off of Amazon, for example, so I'll link that below. This one I did make. I made this. If you're interested in how I made this, I do have a video about that. You can go check that out. But I will link everything else so that you can go pick one up yourself if you would like. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.